So hello and welcome to another Valorant video. Today we are going to be discussing the new Neon Agent trailer and going through what we can kind of tell from what her abilities might be. So if you want to go watch the full video, there will be a link in the description to, see the actual full thing. But we're just going to go from the moment when we start seeing some of the abilities and discussing what they might be and how they might, work in the game. So let's just dive in to the trailer from the point where we start seeing abilities. Okay, so there it is. So if we go through, we can kind of perhaps theorize what exactly the abilities will be and how they will be used. So the first clip we see here is just this bit here when she's starting to run through the breeze tube, and we just get a brief glimpse of this kind of lightning thing going on here. Now, I assume that this is an ability that probably lets Neon, run a bit faster, or, something to do with that, where she can move quicker. She has some kind of mobility advantage, and that, allows her to sort of get down here. It'll be interesting to see if this is with some kind of reduced sound as well. Obviously, if it is just going faster, that will have some benefits, no doubt, for rotations and the like. But if it is with a noise reduction as well, that, of course, will be very strong if that is the case. So we'll probably have to see. And we see here, she gets the kill on this Sova here with the Bulldog. Interestingly, she doesn't use the electric that we see kind of later on. So I don't think that this is the ultimate necessarily, although she does kind of have the blue hand. So I'm not entirely sure on what that is. Then we see some things there. But then we get this sliding scene here in Icebox, sliding around the corner. Now, again, I don't know if this is... Maybe that's part of the ability. Again, this could all be the same ability in my mind. That's what happens when you crouch after running, that you slide across. If it's not, and this is kind of one ability itself, then obviously I'd wonder if, do you have to be running to get this kind of effect? Or is it like a jet dash where you can just, slide right out of the way? Because if so, again, we know how strong a jet dash is. So that's going to be a bit of maybe a problem, even if that is the case. But I actually don't think it is. I think that might all be part of the same ability. But this part here, this next part, definitely isn't. And what we see here, I think this is like a pop stun. Not a pop flash, but like a pop stun. And you'll see what I mean. If we go back just a couple seconds to where it starts, we'll come back to about here. If we come back to where it starts, you can see she bounces it off the wall. And then it hits there. And then I'm pretty sure Omen's going to run into it. And if we look, he is stunned just before. If I can just get it. We can see that he gets stunned there. He has kind of the stunned effect on him. So I think she's going to have a pop stun, which is, something that I kind of expected to come into the game at some point. And it seems like Neon is the agent to bring that into the game. Then obviously we got kind of what I'm going to just call an improved Phoenix Wall. It seems to be a lot longer, and obviously seems to be both sides as well. So that seems pretty strong. I'm assuming this is just like a one-time around thing, just one of those abilities, and it creates kind of a lane for you. Really, really interesting. Obviously, kind of controller-esque in a way. So definitely I'm thinking pop stun, this wall thing, and maybe just a general mobility increase for a certain amount of time will be her 3 abilities. And then obviously after we see this, I'm pretty sure that the ping came from the Silver Dart. I was a bit worried that the ping came from this, but I'm pretty sure it was because of the Silver Dart and not because this ability is going to be crazy. But I guess we'll find out in the future sometime soon. But then as we go on and we get to see the ultimate towards the end here on Fracture, we'll start to see, this ultimate where it looks like, she has like this electric pulse coming out of her fingers. Kind of, I guess it is sort of reminiscent to, the jet knives in that, you can run with the jet knives as if it's a knife, and I'm assuming maybe you'll be even quicker with this electric going off. But obviously, it's kind of, I'm assuming as well, it'll have like, almost like a Viper, 100 to 0. I'm assuming that's what it'll be. And obviously, it damages a certain point. And I'm guessing that this is much more accurate when moving than, a gun will be. And so that will be her ultimate kind of, a way of getting extra kills. And I think that that's probably what it'll be. And I wouldn't be shocked if, after 2 kills, you maybe get a recharge on the, ability to move faster. I'm expecting that that will be the case. So the 4 abilities that I'm probably seeing are the E being a general move faster for a certain amount of time ability, and then the 2 sort of extra abilities will be the long firewall or electric wall, I guess, on both sides, and the pop stun, and then the ultimate will be, similar to a sort of jet knives, but electric fingers instead, I guess, where I would guess that probably it's going to be, one of the more accurate things to do whilst moving as well, because obviously this is meant to be a very mobile agent. Overall, I think that that would make Neon, I mean, she already looks like a slightly improved version of some of the agents out there already, so it looks pretty strong. Obviously, we'll have to see and wait and get more information, but I do think that Neon, just from that trailer alone, looking pretty good.